Hey, everybody.
Gift for you. Great job. If you are watching on Facebook, this is an Austin360 studio session presented by Ticket City, whom we love.
Thank you, Ticket City.
Thank
Caitlin.
you, Ticket City.
Thank you.
Nicely done, Caitlin. Nicely done. So Shannon has run the whole show out here today, which has been spectacular. But our Facebook friends don't get to experience it, so let's not tell them about it. They could have jealousy.
Bummer.
Totally. So I have like 3,000 questions, and I want to start with a Facebook question that came in the comments section.
I got 3,001 answers.
Perfect. Everybody get cozy. Bars are still open. Do you always perform barefoot?
You know,
Special occasion today?
I like the earth.
Yeah.
I feel grounded. I grew up, you know, on a ranch, barefoot. So it's just, I don't know. I hate shoes, too. I can't stand them. I hate socks. I hate shoes. And it feels good. And here's some real talk for you. You ever walk around barefoot and like, you know, there's rocks and stuff, it'll kind of release some pressure points. So it's like a natural massage you didn't know about. Try it when you go camping or take your shoes off wherever you are now.
I will take your word for it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. At the very beginning of your set, you gave a really lovely shout out to your mother, and we all like geeked out over here. So I wanted to ask, tell us more. She put you through school. Tell us.
You know, my mom, we immigrated together to the United States.
From Mexico, yeah?
When I was 5,
Okay.
And, you know, and that woman, man, I don't, it's just so hard, you know, for a writer to be able, I'm supposed to have the words, but I don't. She came over, she used to be a pretty bitchin' executive in Mexico, and she fell in love with my dad, and we moved, and she gave it up. And then, you know, I grew up pretty poor. You know, talk about swimming. You know, I grew up with a nanny, right, until I was like 4 or 5. And then, you know, for that woman to start over, you know, she started cleaning houses, you know, and it was crazy. I didn't know English, but, you know, we would sit there together, and we just kind of had this thing. And I don't think she was very supportive when I first told her I wanted to be a rock and roller or wanted to be a singer.
Understandably.
You know?
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You're an artist?
Yeah. And I think it was one of those times where I just had to, you know, sometimes I feel like you got to fight your parents for something, and only then do they go, oh man, he's serious. Fuck, okay, my kid's serious. And so, you know, she put me through college. She helped me. And still to this day, if I ever need anything, I talk to my mom almost every day. One of the greatest relationships, and you know we've worked together on it. You know, we grow, and you know we learn to communicate better. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you except for that lady's the biggest rock star I know, and the pillar, and the shit that she's endured, and the shit that she's done to raise three other siblings. You know, I got 3 siblings, so. They all rock. They're all fucking amazing people. And for me to, you know, we have the Snapchat thing that we go back and forth where, like, we're always, you know, just going back and forth, and it's all because of her, you know. It's all because of this lovely family that just bonded with love and love, and again, it's her. She's.
So you're a fan of strong women. Awesome.
Oh, I'm a feminist.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so gentlemen, if you're out here and you don't know, you should probably, you know, get some etiquette on how you treat women.
Fair enough. Maybe write some songs about it so that the rest of us can be like, okay, everybody, Julian's rule book. How many siblings? You said you have 3 siblings?
Yes.
Are you oldest, youngest? Break it down.
No, I got my older sister, Maggie, and then myself, my younger brother, Pepe, and then my little sister, Kathy.
Sweet. And I'm going to stay in the family thing because right before Julian went on, we were talking about, I was like, well, what's your middle name? Julian.
I don't have a middle name.
Amazing. I feel like we need to do a contest where we're like, name Julian. Julian's middle name.
Julian.
Ticket City Acosta.
So it's crazy because when I moved to Texas, you know, my last name is actually Barrera because that's my dad's last name. And Acosta is my family name on my mom's side. which is something I'm super proud of. My granddad, he was an amazing man, self-made. He's an entrepreneur. So he's probably been, he's resting in peace now, but he's the guy that I always refer to, and I'm like, what would granddad do? What would this guy do in this situation? And so, what was the question again?
Middle name.
Middle name, yeah.
I'm starting a campaign.
Yeah. And so I, when I became a U.S. citizen, they wrote out my full name in Julian Acosta, and when I grew up in school as Julian Barrera. But when I went to go get my driver's license, they were like, "No, dude, your last name is Acosta," with the way that they put it down, and so I just kept it, and that's my family name of my mom's side, and so I mean that's my name.
Yeah.
But it's funny how because all my siblings they go by Barrera, and
You're like, but I'm special, so artist. Hashtag artist.
Yeah, so that's doesn't get any more real than that.
That's very cool. So you're obviously a singer-songwriter, and obviously you write a whole lot. Do you write for other artists, or right now mostly for yourself?
That would be super cool if I could write for big name artists. I've always wanted to do it. I'm an entrepreneurial mindset kind of guy, and I've been busy trying to just start a career, right? So I'm fortunate to be at a starting line and in a good spot to where I have an ability, and I'd love to. I'd love to write all sorts of songs for anybody. I've learned to love the writing process and be able to do that. So it's just one of those things that I just don't know where to start. I don't know. I'm not adept in navigating that.
I really would love to offer you advice. I have none whatsoever. I think you're awesome. Just keep doing it. Okay, rapid fire. Ready?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Breakfast tacos or pancakes?
Well. Oh, rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Breakfast tacos or pancakes? Go.
Well, it all depends on what mood I'm in.
We're at Kirby Lane. Go.
Oh, pancakes all the way.
All right.
Kirby Lane, pancakes all the way. We're at Torchy's, you get tacos.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Cats or dogs?
Dogs, all the way. I got a lovely dog named Archie. Beautiful dude. Yeah, Archipolio.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a mix of a German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, and a bearded collie, and he's super animated.
He sounds perfect.
He's amazing.
You should bring him to shows. Beach or camping vacation?
Camping vacation at the beach.
Touche, sir. Nicely done. Nicely done. 3 things you're grateful for today.
Being alive.
Fair.
I'm grateful for the people that move and wake up every day and work with me on my career, whether it be an intern or a publicist or someone that I work closely with. I'm grateful for them, because without them, I'd be an SHIT show. More than kind of, I'm a little spacey sometimes.
You're creative.
Yeah, so it's good. And then family. I'm grateful from being. I think it's luck. I lucked out. Those 3 things I think about every day.
Awesome. Your first song, Cinnamon. I caught that. It's lovely and amazing and makes me think of leisurely Sunday mornings. Tell me about writing a song. Tell me about it's on the new EP.
It's a single.
Okay.
We were releasing it this fall, and we decided to push it a little bit more because summertime's about to come around, so it's going to be a nice little summer jam. So we're building a little bit more around it. And the way I wrote that song is, it's about being in love, and going back to the first time where it was so innocent, to where you were an open book, and it's a hard place to get into these days. As you get older, it's kind of hard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no baggage.
Well, let me tell you. Yeah. And so, the line on there, "I'm like a teen again," is like, you're so giddy, and the just came out, but it's like, it's like you feel you don't know what to say. Like, or put yourself in middle school. You're walking around, and you see your crush, right? And they come around, and you're like, oh. Or they say hi to you, and you're like,
Hi.
Yeah, and so it's that feeling and the purity and the innocence. So I tried to keep that there, and it's all about that. And I think that feeling of that innocence that you get is something that we should seek for. And it kind of sucks now that, that I think that you can still be an open book and do that. You just have to be willing to make yourself vulnerable, and
Only that?
yeah, I mean, but it's not that hard, I mean, there's stuff, you get older and it's like, oh man, I got stuff to lose now all of a sudden. But I mean, I think if you're hungry, you'll eat. If you want it, it's there for you. If you want it, it's there for you to cherish you, to love you for all, and I think, the innocence part is keeping that with you. But if you don't feel that, then you should probably, if you don't feel that purity, then you should get out of there. Don't waste time with it.
We agree on that. It's one of my favorite things to be cranky about. I'm like, why do people just hang out and they have no long-term plan for it? Separate conversation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Mike wants to know off of Facebook. Okay, first of all, Amber says that
Hey,
you're
Mike.
like Johnny Depp and John Leguizamo. That's very well done. Yeah. We're getting young Johnny Depp references on Facebook. I could see it. Let's see. Mike wants to know where he can find your music.
JulianAcostamusic.com. And that's I think that's the portal to Julian Narnia.
To all the things. Did you say Julian Army?
No, Julian Narnia.
Oh, Narnia. I'm like, we need to name your people. Julian Narnia, did we just name it? We just named it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Lady Gaga has her monsters. Everybody has people.
I know exactly what you're talking
Great.
about.
The Julian Narnia. Alicia says, hi, I'm from Mexico. Where are you from?
Querétaro.
Nicely said. Where is that?
It's 2 hours northwest of Mexico City.
Got it.
Beautiful.
She, I believe that. She also wants to know, who is your biggest influence in Spanish?
In Spanish?
Uh-huh. Twist. Nicely done, Alicia.
Well, I think I grew up listening to people that you would never think. So I grew up listening to, there's a band called Tucanes de Tijuana. There's Mana. Mana was on point, man. Mana was on point. Those dudes threw it down.
The blonde girl up front is clear of who you're talking about.
Yeah, Mana. They're Jarabe de Palo. They're good. There's Jaguares. There was a band called El Tri that was like the blues of Mexico. So I think those are the pillars in Spanish that I listened to. And Manu Chao was a bigger one too.
Okay. Let me see. She had multiple questions in here. Oh, she likes your style.
Thank you, Alicia.
Let me see how we're doing on time. And I have a couple more questions. The cigarette love song. We need to talk about that. Are you still smoking?
Nope.
Good job.
No, I quit. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the applause. Yes.
I quit.
Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah, no. And as a singer, it's the stupidest thing you can do.
People do it.
It's the dumbest thing you can do. And, I just went on this creative binger to where, like, man, I need to dig deep. Like, you got to really just dig deep into it. And so I just started smoking because I was in a toxic place before, but I had already moved on, and I wanted to write something. And I had this mentor of mine, Philip McCarthy, and I don't think he knows he's a mentor. I don't think he knows the influence that he's about to, but he's this British guy, and he's like, we're talking drunkenly one night, and he's like, Julian, no, man. He's from England. He's like, no, man, it's about the songs, man, the songs and the feeling inside the songs, man. And I was like trying to talk to him about the band. He's like, no, man, strip it down to the songs, the feel, the core. And it hit me. I was like, dude, you're freaking right, whoa. So I went in deep, and, I just wanted to relate it. Because, there was a point where I didn't like the cigarettes. I didn't like the taste. But I was like, if I just take one drag, I know it'll be okay. And so the same thing with the relationship, you're like
addicted to something yucky.
And I got over it, and it took me about a week. I had the sweats, had the whole thing, and
that sounds fun.
It wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend it, but I did it, and I knew that's what I was going to do from the first place. I knew that there was an end, means to an end. The minute the song was done, I had to get out of there, and
You're
I did.
out. I love that song. If people
Thank you.
at home are watching or the rest of our party is listening again, that was Cigarette Love Song. Did I get that right?
That's the working title, but I know it's a cigarette love song because it's like, it's just
I think we just named it. It's the Cigarette Love Song by Julian Acosta.
boom.
Boom. You guys, help me in thanking Julian Acosta for playing us this Austin360 studio session.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you to Ticket City for an amazing studio session and party. That's it for this time.
And so I'm going to totally hug it out.
I'm a
'cause
hugger.
That's what I do.
Total hugger. Oh my God, you're so welcome. That was so great.
Thank you.